What is the difference between using universal underscore newlines equals true, with Bufsize equals 1, and using default arguments with popen? I am trying to read the output of a subprocess call from Python. To do this I am using popen, because I do not think it is possible to pipe statif using subprocess.call. As of now I have two ways of doing it which, in testing, seem to provide the same results. The code is as follows. And the first method does not include universal underscore newlines equals true, as the documentation states this is only usable if universal underscore newlines equals true, i.e., in a text mode. The second version does include universal underscore newlines and therefore I specify a Bufsize. Can somebody explain the difference to me? I can't find the article, but I did read about issues with an overflowing buffer causing some sort of issue and thus the importance of using for line and stout. Additionally, when looking at the output, not specifying universal underscore newlines makes stout a bytes object, but I am not sure what difference that makes if I just decode the bytes object with ASCII, in terms of new lines and tabs, compared universal underscore newlines mode. Lastly, setting the Bufsize to 1 makes the output line buffered, but I am not sure what that means. I would appreciate an explanation about how these various elements tie together. Thanks.
What is the difference between using universal underscore newlines equals true, with Bufsize equals 1, and using default arguments with popen? The default values are, universal underscore newlines equals false, meaning input/output is accepted as bytes, not Unicode strings, plus the universal newlines mode handling, hence the name of the parameter. Python 3.7 provides text alias that might be more intuitive here, is disabled, you get binary data as is, unless POSIX layer on Windows messes it up, and Bufsize equals 1, meaning the strings are fully buffered, the default buffer size is used. Universal underscore newlines equals true uses locale.get preferred encoding false character encoding to decode bytes, that may be different from ASCII encoding used in your code. If universal underscore newlines equals false, then for line and robocopy.stout column iterates over b'' in separated lines. If the process uses non-ASCII encoding, for example, UTF-16 for its output, then even if os.linesep equals \, and on your system, you may get a wrong result. If you want to consume text lines, use the text mode, pass universal underscore newlines equals true, or use io.text wrapper process.stout, explicitly. The second version does include universal underscore newlines and therefore I specify a Bufsize. In general, it is not necessary to specify Bufsize if you use universal underscore newlines. You may, but it is not required. And you don't need to specify Bufsize in your case. Bufsize equals 1 enables line buffered mode, the input buffer is flushed automatically on new lines if you would write to process.stin, otherwise it is equivalent to the default Bufsize equals 1.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.